On November 22, 2025, a small Florida town became the center of the country music universe. Haines City wasn't just hosting another fireworks night. It was doing something bigger, something unforgettable. Because Blake Shelton came to town, and when he did, he brought the thunder before the fireworks ever lit the sky. This wasn't just any concert. This was a cultural moment for the people of Polk County. A celebration, a culmination, a once-in-a-lifetime fusion of music, light, and Southern spirit. And as the ribbon was cut at the brand-new Brickheads venue on Ingram Avenue, the roar of excitement signaled one thing clearly: Haines City was ready. The lights dimmed, the crowd stood, and with the first few notes of Neon Light, Blake Shelton walked on stage, Oklahoma grin wide as the Florida sky. His guitar slung low, his boots echoing against the stage, and a voice that sounded like home. From there, the setlist rolled out like a love letter to fans. Austin came early, and tears followed. Couples embraced. Phones rose high. Everyone sang. Because that's what Blake does. He brings people together. Then came Boys Round Here. And the crowd didn't just sing, they roared. They stomped. They danced in the grass, in the gravel, in the streets. Even the folks watching from rooftops across the venue knew this was a moment they'd never forget. Fireworks were promised after the show. But let's be real, Blake delivered them during. Honey Bee was met with a sea of cowboy hats waving back and forth. God's Country struck deep. The kind of performance that makes you put your hand over your heart and thank the Lord you're alive to hear it live. And in between the hits, Blake told stories. About life. About the voice. About growing up. About his wife Gwen Stefani. About bar fights, fishing trips, and old pickup trucks. You felt like you were sitting at the bar next to him, hearing tales over a cold beer. But he wasn't alone. Because this night wasn't just a concert, it was a gathering of genre heroes. Out walked Craig Morgan, a man who can melt hearts with Almost Home, and raise hell with Redneck Yacht Club. And when he and Blake joined forces for a duet, the audience lost it. Pure harmony, pure power, pure country. Every moment felt like magic, but it was real. It was gritty. It was loud. It was soft. It was everything country music should be. Mine Would Be You, Sangria, Drink on It. They all poured out like vintage whiskey, smooth, warm, unforgettable. And then, something special. A tribute. Blake covered George Strait's Troubadour, standing still under a single spotlight. A silence fell over the crowd. Some closed their eyes. Some sang along. Some cried. Because it wasn't just a concert. It was a memory. A reminder. Then came the grand finale. Blake shouted, "Haines City, are you ready for some fireworks?" As he launched into God Gave Me You, the first burst of light exploded above the stage. A sky full of color. A field full of joy. Thousands of people standing shoulder to shoulder, singing their hearts out beneath an endless sky. You could hear the chorus echoing across the water. You could feel the bass in your chest. And as the final note rang out and the last firework fizzled, no one wanted to leave. Because how do you walk away from a night like that? The setlist may have ended. But the memory will burn forever. The reviews hit the web instantly. Yahoo! Yelp! Superpages! American Towns. Every listing, every photo, every comment said the same thing: best concert we've ever seen. This wasn't just Blake Shelton showing up and playing a few hits. This was Blake Shelton belonging to Haines City for one night. He made the town a headline. He made strangers into friends. He made country music feel alive again. And Haines City gave it all right back. From the ribbon cutting at Brickheads to the last spark in the night sky, it was perfect. It was soulful. It was loud and tender, rowdy and reverent. That's the power of Blake Shelton. That's the heart of Haines City. And on November 22, 2025, they met in perfect harmony.